Force production and speed. Surfing is compression, extension, speed development, force production, force absorption. I'm Cris Mills with surfstrengthcoach.com. Here's some drills you can use to strengthen up the lower body. So think of surfing. Speed generation, using momentum from the wave, and momentum compression extension of the upper body to use those rails to generate speed down the wave. The quicker we can produce force and absorb force and then repeat that process, the just more capable the lower body is, right? You have the skill to apply it to the water. Now you just need the timing and the practice. Here's a couple drills I often find myself using with guys to make sure they can move well. First, you need to be able to do a proper squat or a proper deadlift. That just means you've got the strength and control through the joints of the lower body to produce force and absorb force. If you can't do that, then these drills aren't for you. Rotational squat drill, you can increase band or cable, more tension, less tension. Stand parallel to the band, okay? I'm going to show you two variations. One, squat, up, pull. So you're driving off this inside hip, right? It's a squat down. It's not a rounding of the back. Back stays straight, up. Press through that inside leg. And there's a big rotational component to this as well. Progression of that is where you start rotating in. So you need an optimally moving hip joint. We want to get to where it's fast rebounding. Force production, force absorption, maintaining alignment, big rotational component, really strong hips with that. Really, really good drill. Another drill is just jump and lands. Can you jump and stick that landing? That is a prerequisite for bounding, which we'll get to. Can you jump and land with optimal alignment? I'm not landing here, I'm not landing there, I'm not landing on the toes. You progress that to 90 degrees, sticking the landing. Force absorption, force production. You need to absorb before you produce. Bounding is a progression of the jumps, the force absorption. Now what we're doing, quick force production, land, quick force production. It's the stretch shortening cycle of the muscle. This can only be done if you have healthy joints, healthy tissue, you can do proper squats and deadlifts. So essentially bounding is working on force production, quick land, force production. We're working on the stretch shortening cycle of the muscle. This is really necessary that you have some adequate strength and joint integrity first. And you can do force absorption. If not, this is not for you. I might jump off screen a little. What you're doing generally is you've got 5 to 8 jumps. You're working for as little ground contact as possible. Load and explode, load and explode. What it would look like as small amount of ground, as soon as I land, boom, I'm back up. So it can be over hurdles, it can be over cones. You need to progress it this slowly because there's a lot of load through the connective tissue. If you're just starting out, regular jumps, force absorption. Once you start leading into bounding, you're only going to do 5 to 8 jumps, 5 sets max. If you're starting out, maybe just 2 or 3 sets. It takes time for the body to acclimate to that. Really good drill bounding. Lastly are some kettlebell swings. One-arm kettlebell swings to get some rotation. What is it? Quick load and explode to the hips. Boom, surfing. Compression, extension all through the hips. So it's just strength, speed, and joint integrity of the lower body. You switch some hands. Woo. You need to know how to do a proper deadlift first. There you go. Some really good drills that work on its speed transfer, force absorption, force production. Surfing, right? Add in some timing, some good quality wave reading, lots of practice. This stuff can have beneficial carryover to your surfing if you have enough practice. These are some high-speed drills. Go at this slowly. Make sure you've got joint integrity, tissue health. You can do the basic movements before progressing. It's legitimate. the health and capability of your body, apply that to your surfing. If that makes sense, if you get it, check out surfstrengthcoach.com.